Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Unranked Master. Today I have an Irelia versus Kassadin game. Now Irelia is a champ that I've been practicing a lot recently. I wouldn't say I'm the best Irelia in the world by any means, still learning, but I think I've gotten a lot better at him. Or at her. Let's take a look at the matchmaking in this game. Now this is my 4th game on this account, and I think this is the first game that I might have made it into Smurf queue. So if you look at the start of every other game that I've played, most people have been about like that 50% win rate, but there's a couple Smurfs in this game, right? Like it looks like the enemy Kassadin's a Smurf, and it looks like the Zach is a Smurf as well, but we'll still be able to learn plenty from it. So this video most likely is going to be a lot about side laning and wave control, because those are two skills that Irelia really tests. So in the early game, there's a lot you can do with wave control on Irelia, especially around freezing, because the champ is not very good at roaming. So it's all going to be about how do you deny as much CS as possible to your opponent. And the way we're normally going to do that is we're either going to freeze the wave from the very start, or we'll crush a couple waves into the enemy tower, and then have it freeze back on our side. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So let's first wait for this wave to come up to the middle. And if he pushes, I'm just going to freeze on my wave initially. If he doesn't touch the wave at all, actually I can just fight him a little bit here. If he doesn't touch the wave at all, then is he going to auto? I want him to auto the wave if I can. Well, okay, it looks like we're going to have to push a couple waves into him, which is fine. And then we're going to look to, trade, I guess, with him on when we have 3 stacks if we can. So if he walks up here, I'm just going to queue onto him, especially if he walks up for this creep. Doesn't look like he's going to. And yeah, so we'll focus on crashing the second wave under the tower, and that's because we want it to be pushing back to us as soon as possible so that we can start looking to freeze it. Because like when the wave's under the tower as Irelia, you can't actually punish. But when the wave is close to you, it's really easy for you to run them down the line. So I'm just going to crash this wave under the tower. I'm going to quickly use my priority to come and grab a ward. I'll just check if he's already done these. If he hasn't... Okay, so he's on them right now. So that means he's going to cross the bot side. I could maybe save my ward here, actually. I still can't harass under this tower here, so I'm just going to leave it. And I'm just actually going to cross the bot side and immediately place a ward. That means when Zed does cross, we'll be in a good spot. Now we want this wave to come to me, and then once it's firmly on my side, that's when we're going to look for all-ins, basically. When we're going to look to run him down the lane. So for now, we can't trade too much, again, because the wave is in a position where it's kind of like too safe for him. But if you can kind of see, it's going to be on my side very shortly. And the thing with Irelia is that if you've got room to run your opponent down the lane, it can be very difficult. But I actually did mean to queue the creep. I don't know how I accidentally queued him. But this is good. Now the wave's in a great spot, and we're going to start looking to fight. So we're going to try and get our 4 stacks here, and then, yeah, then we start looking. So we should just be able to queue onto him here. Just keep autoing him. Should be a kill. Nice. We get our first blood, and then we're just going to base with the wave frozen in this location, right? And this is very difficult for Kassadin, because he somehow has to unfreeze this wave, but it's going to be pretty much impossible, because they lose the mid-jungle 2v2 now that he's behind. And also, it's just hard, right? Because not only do they lose a 2v2, but he also loses the 1v1. So this is annoying. I don't want him to fight right now, because I really need to focus on, if I can, keeping this wave frozen. So I'm just gonna, again, look for some trades on him. He doesn't have flash, so he should be dead, even with the enemy jungler here. Should have probably queued some more creeps there, but ultimately it's fine. And then I, again, want to keep the wave in this position. There's no way, really, for Kassadin to fix it. So if you want to know what the mistake Kassadin made is, well, honestly, it's blind picking Kassadin, right? Like, I think if you're playing Kassadin versus something like Irelia, it is pretty much impossible. I suppose, like, what could you do to fix this situation? He really needed to not die when the wave was pushing back out. He probably needed to try call for his jungler. But the problem is it's extremely hard, right? Because, again, they lose that mid-jungle 2v2. So what I'm going to do is just, again, keep the wave here as long as I can. And whenever he comes up, I'm going to look to chase him down the lane and kill him. And I feel less bad about this game because he's a Smurf as well, right? He had like 77% win rate or something. So I do feel a little less bad for this one. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Okay, that's kind of bad. Didn't think Zed would be there. So I do have to just like focus on life stealing up for now. And I have to be a little careful maybe of getting dived by Zed. I feel like that's a really low chance, but I think if this were higher elo, I might get dived by Zed here, but otherwise it's probably going to be okay. That is a little annoying though, because it lowers the amount of pressure that I can have over my lane, obviously. But I actually think I might be able to just kill this guy here. Maybe 1v2? Oh, very close. He ended up flashing away. Not a bad outcome, I think, by any means. Now, what am I going to do here? I already have my Vamp Scepter. I could go Cull. It does slow down my Bork, so I think I probably won't. I think I just want that Bork spike as quickly as possible, but I could have gone for the Cull. So you can see mostly what I've done so far is I've abused the fact that, well, obviously I have a winning matchup, right? That goes a long way. But the biggest thing has been the wave control. So if you're ever in a winning matchup, as you will have seen in the Rise game as well, what you want to do is do that 3 or 2 wave crash on the enemy tower, have the wave bounce back to you, and then do your best to abuse that. So here, because the wave is pushing to him, it can be kind of hard for me to pressure when the wave is like in this sort of location. So what I instead want to do is just push this under tower quickly so that it's going to be back in a pressurable position. Like I want the wave out here again so that I can just ult him and all in it. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is just set up my vision while I wait for this wave to come out. So come and drop a pink right here maybe. And yeah, so once this wave comes back to me, he's going to be in a very, very bad position because he's not going to be level 6 and I'm just going to ultimate kill him. So Zed's entering river for some reason. I'm just going to come. If she gets a binding, he's probably dead. Want to save ult here if I can. So I managed to save my ulti. Really important that I save ulti here because I do just want it to all in mid instead. Now I might not get back mid in time to freeze this wave. If I give this to Draven maybe. I bet. Well, I didn't get it anyway. So come mid. If this guy doesn't hit 6, I'm going to all in him straight away. So the reason is that I have level advantage and I have item advantage. So there should be no way for him to win a trade. He does hit 6, which means I probably can't kill him. But I can still win a trade on him, I suppose. Probably wasn't the best stun, to be honest. But what I'm going to do here is, again, freeze the wave off my towers. This is something that Irelia or any champ that has sustain is very good at. Vlad can do this too. You just tank the wave, and the wave is just going to be permanently frozen. Here, I ward just to see if he's like roaming or basing or whatever. And then I try and keep this wave here as long as I'm capable of doing so. And if he ever uses ult aggressively here, I'm immediately going to look to all in him. I think until he uses... Okay. Yeah, well, that was kind of troll by me. I wasn't sure he was going to use it, so then I just decided, okay, well, maybe I'll just throw it out. But I should have just used it earlier, probably, and I think it would have got a kill. Like I said, still learning this champ, but you can see that the fundamentals are applying. Even though I'm not the best Irelia in the world, I'm able to use the fact that I am, you know, a challenger mid laner, and I can use those fundamentals that I have to prop up my lack of skill in the champ. I don't think I'm, like, all for this champ, but also, like, it's definitely not in my top 10 champs or anything. So I do want to try getting all in on this guy here. So what I'm going to do is just shove this wave on the tower, hold my W in case I do want to tower dive him. I think he's just playing it safe and resetting those, so we're just going to focus on clearing all these out. And I will grab one more play, and then we'll back off. So we're getting pretty close to Bork. I am going to reset here because I have 1500 gold, so I want to be back on the map and able to pressure as hard as I can, basically. So we're just going to reset. We're going to go for the bow, and we're going to grab recurve. And again, trades should be very one-sided. Like, it's pretty hard for him to do anything at this point. He kind of, yeah, he messed up a lot in champ select, to be honest, and then he kind of just got wave control death. You know, it's very difficult. You can see he grabs his tier at 8 minutes. That's not too good. If we can, we probably still will try and freeze this wave. I think I actually do get here in time, so we'll try and freeze this wave. If we can, though, we do need to be a little careful of him potentially roaming. Yeah, he could roam bot right now. I'm just going to pull this wave and then face check this push, just in case he's in here. So he might be roaming bot, but the wave's in a pretty defensible spot. So I think I'm kind of safe just to keep the wave where it is. I'm just going to ping that Kassadin might be behind. Because he kind of has to do some like real cheesy thing because obviously he can't lane mid at the moment, right? Zed's top, so this is a 1v1 at the moment. If I had vision. Either way, we can just stop him from coming up and getting these creeps. Maybe I should have held the Q there. As you can see, most importantly, just not letting him crash the wave. This is fine. Even if we don't get kills, you know, he's just bleeding like tons of CS, tons of XP. This is completely fine. And if he walks up again, maybe we just look for an ulti immediately. Now he's getting a bit fed. Should be okay, though. It's pretty hard for him versus Zach. Now, we could start to push when objectives become like a reality. You know, if there's like some Void Grubs to contest or a dragon or something. But right now, there's none of that. And like I said, Irelia is very bad at roaming. So you don't really want to look to roam to other lanes unless it's really free. The only risk would be if Kassadin goes top right now. That is possible because I don't know where he is. But I feel like it's kind of unlikely. And yeah, we can just keep this wave pretty much permanently frozen. So this is... You can do this on champs like Yasuo, like Irelia, or something that has sustain, or even assassins that have like a lot of kill threat. That's when you can look. Now, I could push right now and try hit plates, but I honestly think it's probably better just to keep denying CS, because I'm not going to be able to push this in time to really start taking plates. That being said, if a fight happens top, then I probably will start pushing. They are fighting top. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to just delete this wave. Yeah, because now they are fighting top. I could maybe run to this. I don't think I'm going to get here in time, though. Yeah, I mean, maybe I can maybe flash this wall and help him. Yeah, I'm just gonna come this way. Oh. Okay, like I said, learning Irelia and all that. What I should have done there, by the way, as an Irelia combo, is I should have started with E. I should have started with E anyway. Obviously, I could have hit the ulti a lot easier. But you should start with the E anyway, because you want to have one E over the wall, hit them with the R slow, and then hit them with the second stun, right? So now I will shove this wave in, and Kassadin, he died, right? Yeah, he died. So it should be free for us to reset. I'm going to ward the lane again, just in case Kassadin recalls. Or, sorry, roams. I do have my bulk now, so it should be very easy. And I could TP on the map here if I wanted. Yeah, I think I will, because I don't want to give Kassadin any more windows to roam. And at this point, it probably isn't that much worth freezing anymore, because, like, now Dragon's coming up, now Void Grubs are coming up, right? So I think at this point, it's probably better to try push and then look to assist the map. So like right here, they're fighting bot. I'd quite like to run down to this and try and affect this play. And like now that I have a Bork, I am a bit better at roaming, right? Like I am just a lot stronger. So I don't think I'll be able to get to the boss play in time, but what I could do is just come sit on this pink in case someone face checks. This guy's walking up pretty far in the lane, so I might just queue onto him with my Bork. Have a look. Okay, we're going to force him away, and again, just like push this wave in. Potentially, we can look to like roam top or something. I don't have ult though. Or maybe, because it's a cannon wave, we could take a plate. Kind of hard. Maybe I'll look into river instead and force this guy out. I should be able to. Oh, what? My Q didn't reset. I guess I went too far. I think I could have killed that guy. Q reset, I guess, was I used my Q too early, but again, more you know. So anyway, let's continue to push mid, and then just try and help secure this dragon. So Kassadin most likely is going to drag right now. So we're just going to try and push this wave as quickly as possible so that at least they lose something if they come and contest. And if they don't, then it should be a free drag. So I am here, and I do have ult pretty soon. He could go on them if he wanted. Yeah, I'm down for that. Should be able to kill this center. Nice. And that should be drag secured as well. So just because we pushed the mid wave first, it's quite hard for Kassadin to follow, because if he does, he loses the creep wave. And even if he does follow, like, they probably lose the fight anyway. Is this guy really going to walk up and try to steal this? Seems troll. I want to save my ulti again if I can. Nice. And now we'll just go back mid. Again, we're so strong that we can just like fight this guy immediately. And probably just Q onto him if he comes too close. Nope, doesn't come that close. Okay, so what do we do next? I think we push mid, probably. Yeah, push mid and then support Void Grubs is probably the play. I'm going to try quickly get a deep ward in the top side. I think this game, by the way, we do need to go for steel caps because his Twitch has ended up really, really strong. So we'll be a bit careful with that. Just gonna shove this all the way in. Darius is not here yet, so I might be able to go one plate in the meantime. Just real quickly and then back off. Yeah. So we do need to be a little careful fighting here because we do have 1500 gold in our inventory. At the same time, we are strong enough that we'll probably win any fight. So I'll come to this play and we should be able to kill this Zed. He doesn't have shadows, so I don't really see where he's going here. See, should be able to get a slow, right? Oh. I was hoping that Zed or Zach could slow him. Yeah, there we go. I'll just Q on him, probably. Save my ulti. I guess I am committing ult. Oh, no, I don't. I don't need to commit ult. But we could die this Darius real quick. Yeah, I think he... Okay, never mind. Got a TP. We'll just back away. So I guess I maybe should have just ulted the Zed first there. I wasn't actually sure if it was going to be in range. I was kind of hoping that like Zach would have Q and then I could just, you know, get the stun. But maybe a little bit play by me. But anyway, let's come back mid. So we'll shove this wave and then look to reset because we have a ton of gold, right? We definitely don't want to stay on the map with this much gold. Probably force a play onto Kassadin here. He just uses ulti, so we're just going to go for this. Well, we can't quite kill him, but we do, again, push him away from the wave, which is good. We'll make him walk the long way around as well. Oh. So just quickly kill the center. Nice. Center no flash or exhaust. That's kind of just a Bork diff. You know, once you get Bork at this champ, you do 1 billion damage. So let's shove one more wave. Again, it's ideal if you can reset without losing a wave. So here, I don't really want to reset until after I've pushed these waves in. So we'll just shove this. And then, can we do anything for Zach? It looks like it's secured. I'm just going to come reset next to him so that he doesn't lose a whole lot. Or so that if he gets contested, rather, I'm able to help him. And I think I can save my TP here, maybe to counter gank bot or something as well. So I'm just going to go for my steel cap. Then I'm going to go for my Sundered Sky. And yeah, now we're in a very, very strong position. Something that often happens to me, and it happened to me a lot when I was learning Irelia. I mean, I'm still learning Irelia, but it happened to me a lot, is I would play too aggro when I wasn't quite tanky enough yet, and then I would end up dying. Now, Okay, those guys absolutely exploded. So I thought I was going to be able to TP gank and maybe make a play, but they actually just got one shot. So that was surprising to me, I gotta be honest. And that's kind of bad because Kassadin's going to get some gold mid. If they can, he should go defend it so that Kassadin doesn't get that tower. In the meantime, I'll defend the bot side. This guy is kind of out of control. It should be fine. Like, once I get some armor, it should be no big deal. But yeah, that was surprising to me when those two just exploded. I want to be a bit careful pushing out here because my jungler is topside and I know that Zed was just bot. And also, I am a little scared of Twitch, especially while I don't have ulti. I think once I have ult, it should be fine, especially with Senna no sums. But I think until then, I should be a little safer. I think I should be fine, right? I have pretty much everything up. I'll shove this in. Zed shows top. I think we'll be good. So we'll shove this wave all the way in. And then we should be able to look for this tower. Okay, this guy's bot. I could sit on this bush. Right now, Senna is mid, so this guy is a lone bot. He doesn't even have a bounty, by the way, even though he's 6-0. I guess they're that far behind. So if he walks up to this wave... Or... Yeah, I could Q on him here, maybe. No, he's playing respectfully. It doesn't look like we'll be able to punish him. It would be good, maybe, if we could get a dive going with the Zac. I think diving 1v1 here, it might be possible. I don't know the Irelia limits well enough to say if I could dive this or not. I think it's probably possible. Like, I have W and ulti, but I don't know the limits that well. And I think if I give Twitch a 700 gold bounty right now, I'd probably lose. So... I think I'll play it a little bit safer. But what I am going to do is ping Zac to dive bot. I think Zac resetting here would be really troll. Because they just made a play top, it'd be really good if we could make a play bot. Like, it's really important that you kind of trade sides. So like right here, because they made a play top, the Twitch should not be safe bot. Which is good. Like, my team has come down, they listened to my pings this time. And we're able to take this tower. Oh, wait, this guy's genius. Oh my god, actually a low-key genius. Okay, nice. Well played by him. So shove this all the way in. We have a ton of gold and we have an item in base. We probably do want to reset. We could fight this, but I think it's safer just to base. I don't really want to fight this. I have so much gold. I mean, I guess, like, if I have to. I mean, is he out? Yeah, I mean, he's out. Okay, well, we want to try and keep this Zac alive if we can. Also, we could probably take this tower. I'll kill this Senna. Nice, got the Senna. Got the Zed. Gonna get the bot tower. So I didn't really want that fight because I was sitting on so much gold. But they ended up getting just CC to death by Zac, so that's good. We'll reset here and grab our Sundered Sky. And then third item, do we even go Wits? I actually don't even think so. Like, it's just one guy and he's super behind. Maybe we just go for, like, Shield Bow or even, like, Sterax or something. I think we can just keep getting tankier, basically. I'll try the Sterax. I actually don't know what's best here, though. I'll deploy on the map bot side. I have TP pretty soon, and I want to pressure the side lane as much as I possibly can. So we'll shove out bot, and then we should be able to contest the drag. And honestly, the game should be pretty over from here. I think that I should be able to just R-flash onto Twitch every time, and the game's going to be super easy. I guess if you're wondering why this game is super easy, I mean, the biggest thing is that, honestly, I got a counter matchup. I think this is actually the first time in this series that I've picked after my opponent. I can't quite remember. But yeah, obviously this game I ended up with a very favorable matchup, and so it was very easy. And if you guys watch my blind pick tier list, that's something I talk about a lot, right? Is just being able to be in a better position to carry games by giving yourself, you know, a better blind pick or whatever to have pressure. Now I could TP top. I think it probably is the play. So I want to TP top and get this pushing. Again, you don't really want to leave side lanes just like for free. You want to be able to shove these in and keep pressuring the map. Maybe look at jungle camps or whatever if you can. I could rotate the center. I think she's dead though, right? Yeah, no, they got her. So we shove this in. I want to try get those Krugs away from Darius if I can. It's very important that if you are winning the side lane, that you take as many camps as possible. Yeah, though, I probably can't take these camps yet because they're too far away. Like, I need to keep this wave pushing. Can anyone be top? I guess Twitch could be top. Yeah, we don't want to go too aggro here because, again, Twitch can just open up on us. Yeah, there he is. So, alright, Draven's taking my wave, which is kind of bad. Draven should be mid. So if this happens, like if people end up going through the wrong lanes or whatever, you just run somewhere else and get farm. That's the most important thing, is that you're finding farm. Obviously, if you have the correct lane assignments, it's good. If you don't, then you're unlucky. So yeah, he follows me mid again. I mean, that's good. I would rather him be mid, but then I need to be top, right? So right now, I'm just kind of running back and forth between waves, trying to get myself in a position to farm, basically. So I'll run top. Nice, go there. Have this. And what now? Can I hit this top tower? Probably not. I don't see that many other people yet. I mean, I see Darius. I want them to pressure mid, maybe. I might come and pressure mid. We should be able to break this. Like, if Twitch is top, I don't think they can defend this. Ooh, we're actually going... Where's Draven? So right now, Draven needs to be hitting this mid tower, but he's running bot, which is why this is weird. I probably could have dived there, but... Again, I was just kind of trying to play to the fundamental of like, well, my team's not pressuring it, so probably I shouldn't either. But really, the problem was there is that I guess Draven wanted to go bot because Aatrox is farming mid, which kind of makes sense. But then, like, Aatrox should be bot, you know? Like, this is all just bad lane assignments and kind of ending us up in a kind of annoying position. Can I just blast going on this guy? Not quite. We could probably force a Baron here at some point. Like, we have so much control and our waves are so far pushed in that we probably could just do Baron. I'll ping it once, just so the team's, like, aware of it. Ooh, Twitch is going. I think he dies. Wow. Aatrox. I hate Aatrox. This gem's so broken. Okay, well, could we do Baron? I think the answer is still yes. Twitch is dead and he's the strongest member. So again, you know, post 20 minutes, we get a pick. This time it's on the member of their team that's strongest. So we should just be able to do this Baron. I think even without us being like a huge amount of DPS, I really don't think they can contest. And without Twitch, I don't see them ever winning a fight. So we'll just come and do the Baron. So again, this is like Barons and Dragons are the ways you like actually seal the deal with the game for the most part. So if you can ever find these opportunities to look at a Baron or something, that's yeah, really good timing obviously. So just focus on killing this. Dead's bot, so this should be absolutely free. And then we'll, yeah, see what we can do with the Baron. So after you get Baron, you want to try sync your tempo with your team. So if your team stays on the map to pressure, so should you. If your team looks to reset, then so should you. So here it's a bit weird because one of my teammates reset and one of them didn't. Oh my god, didn't reset my Q. FF. Should have been able to kill that guy, I think. I probably want to stay on the map here until I have Sterax, which is now. And then I'll sync my base with my Zac. And that way, Zac and I are ready to pressure at the same time. So with Baron, we want to pressure 2 lanes. We want to pressure mid and bot most likely. You always want to pressure 2 lanes with Baron because 3 is a bit too risky. And mid and bot makes sense because the dragon is the next objective. So if we can keep pressure up on this side of the map, we're going to be in a good spot. So ideally, it's probably like me mid with TP and then 4 bot. And I'll just type that me mid 4 bot because I'm safe and I have TP. So they all should be able to do whatever. You don't need to type this. Otherwise, you can just kind of like figure it out with your team. Honestly, even if you 5-man a lane, it's not the worst thing ever. But it is good if you can have a nice 4-1 split. And here, I don't know what they're doing. So they're trying to trade on the other side of the map. The problem is we outpush them. So this isn't really going to work. So we're just going to keep shoving it. And we'll probably take 2 inhibs for this. Looks like they already break bot. I might be able to break mid as well. Yeah, I'm a bit too tanky. Okay, there's Twitch. Looks like we'll break this though. Kassadin's going to get 1 tower top, but we're going to get 2 inhibs. We could probably just end if Kassadin keeps going top. Yeah, if any of them die here, we can probably just end. I'm kind of down to play for end. I mean, it's like risky, but I'm pretty sure we can. If we want to play it safe, we don't have to do this. But I think we could have. Well, I guess not. I mean, Aatrox... Well... So Aatrox reset, which made this like a little riskier than it should have been, maybe. I just realized I don't know my stun, or I don't know my Q. I'm not sure what happened to Draven here. I guess he just couldn't get a range of Twitch. But anyway, I guess we can't quite end, but we did manage to break a tower. So it was risky. It was probably unnecessary, but it's fine. Now I'm going to reset and just set up for this dragon. I'm honestly probably going to build a Randuin's, and the reason for that is they just had... They just have no damage outside of Twitch, so I think if I just build armor, I'm going to be invincible. Look at it there. I mean, he's right, to be honest. I think we could have committed if Aatrox didn't recall, but it's fine. If you wanted to play it safe there, I mean, if just when your Aatrox recalls, you can just play it safe. But we should be able to get this dragon here, and yeah, I mean, the game's been over for a while. It's just kind of putting on the finishing touches, which is kind of good, right? Like, I get to show you guys how to end the game properly. I suppose, like, what we just did there maybe wasn't properly, but like with the Baron setup and stuff, like I think that was really good macro. Should be able to just go on this guy. Okay, he goes over the wall. That means we should be able to secure this. I like supporters absolutely fucking that guy up. I could TP into the base here after I get this drag, maybe. Okay, that TP top. My team's not ready to pressure, so I don't know if I'll TP yet. Maybe I'll TP to the top wave. This guy's just doing Crom. I respect that. He's given up. Yeah, maybe I should have TP'd to the top wave earlier while I was here, and that way I could have cleared the next creep wave. That might have been better. I think if we can bring this 3rd creep wave in and pressure this tower, that's probably the best. At the same time, I could TP for the end. Maybe I'll TP end. Hold on, let's see what's going on over there. Yeah, I'll just TP into the end. Looks pretty GG'd. Let's Q immediately on this guy. Kill him with my auto attack. I do have ulti. don't think there's much they can do to me, though. Okay, so that's going to be GG's. So, as you can see from this game, I mean, you can probably tell I'm not the best Irelia in the world, right? But what I did show you guys is how fundamentals can carry you even if you're not that great at a champ, right? I'll give my honor to Zach. I think Zach played pretty well. The main things I think you should be taking away this game is how important wave control is. There are lots of matchups where if you are winning, you can absolutely destroy your opponent by freezing, especially if your champion is not good at roaming and is very good at 1v1. Also, I think, you know, this Kassadin was a smurf, right? I don't know what his real rank would have been. But like that was someone that was a bit higher elo and it still worked on him. It's also the importance of blind picking and counter picking, because that was a blind pick Kassadin, which is, I mean, you saw my blind pick tier list, right? It was the very bottom, and that's why, right? Because it's extremely punishable. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this. Hopefully you enjoyed a champ that I'm not as practiced on, right? Like, you guys have probably seen a lot of my good champs in Road to Rank 1 over and over again, but, you know, a lot of you guys have been asking for Irelia gameplay, so here is some of that. If you enjoy the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next one.